Transferring from the bed to the wheelchair using a transfer belt. This skill addresses immobility, muscle weakness, and injury. If performed incorrectly, it may cause the patient to fall. It can also cause skin breakdown and decreased independence. You will have 5 minutes to complete this skill, and you will need one gait belt.
Good morning, Ms. Kanisha. I'm Nicole and be your caregiver. Let me just check your wristband. So I'm just going to get you up and put you in a wheelchair so you can move about today. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so for this skill, just to make sure your patient's feet touch the floor when you sit them up for safety purposes. Put the bed in the lowest position. It's the lowest it'll go. You may put the head of your bed up just so I don't hurt my back, okay? So the head of the bed's going up. You just want to keep your back safe. We only have one back, so you want to protect it. Healthcare workers are always at a great risk of hurting your back. Okay, so now we want to lock the bed. And just check the bed that you're dealing with, because all beds lock differently. And that's so the bed doesn't move. Then we want to set the wheelchair up, which means we lock the wheelchair. And you want to just see how that particular wheelchair works that you use, because they lock differently as well. And then if the footrests are in the front, you want to bring the footrest around to the back so your patient doesn't trip over them. I'm just going to walk over and close the privacy screen. Okay, so got the bed set up, privacy screen is closed, and just go ahead and wash my hands, stimulated for state. Make sure you have your gait belt on you. We're going to pull the sheet down. Make sure your patient's feet don't get tangled in so they don't fall. Pull it all the way down. Because you want to assist your patient to sit up. So I'm going to have you to sit up for me and assist her to do that. And you want to put your one hand behind the shoulder blades, not on their neck. And the other hand goes up under their knees, so you can get yourself in a nice stand, spread your legs, squat down so you don't hurt your back, and you want to pivot from the waist. Okay, so on the count of 3, always give your patient a count so they know it's coming. So on the count of 3, I'm going to turn you around and sit you up on the bed. 1, 2, 3. Round we go. Okay, so what I want you to do is scoot forward. You want to make sure your patient's feet are flat on the floor. Once their feet are flat, I'll go ahead and grab your shoes for you. I'm going to have you put your shoes on. So you can just put your shoes on for me. Anyway, as your patient puts their shoes on, stay close to them to make sure they don't fall. Keep them safe. And you can always assist them as well if they need assistance. But sometimes they like to do it themselves. Just, help them to feel independent. Let them do as much as they can always. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and make sure your foot, just like when we do ambulation, make sure part of your body touches the patient to keep them secure. So your foot touches their foot, your leg touches their leg. Make sure something touches. Let me go ahead and put the gait belt around their waist. Make sure the tag goes on the inside. So every now and then you'll find a gait belt that was put together backwards. So you just make adjustments accordingly. Make sure it's pretty snug. You don't want it to come way out, so make sure when you put your hand through there that you get a nice good contact to keep your patient safe. So make sure it's on the waist. Don't put it too high, don't put it too low. Okay, so the wheelchair is all set up. So you can either put your hand around my waist or reach back and push up on the bed. Which one do you want to do? Okay, so on the count of 3, again, you give the patient a count of 3. Make sure your hand is all the way under that belt, nice and secure. So on the count of 3, we're going to stand. 1, 2, 3. As we stand up, are you dizzy?
No.
Okay, so now we're going to walk over to the wheelchair. Go ahead and take a few steps to your right. Now just let me know when the back of your legs touch the chair.
They're touching.
Okay, so now you bring your foot back in so you can get your patient secured again. So you can either put your hand around my waist or you can reach back to kind of support yourself as we sit down. Which one do you want to do?
I'm gonna reach back.
Okay, so on the count of 3, we're going to sit. 1, 2, 3, and you squat down. Don't bend. If you bend and your patient falls, you're going to hurt your lower back. So you want to squat down with your patient. Go ahead and take the gait belt off, because you're going to need that for the next person you take care of, possibly. So you want to keep the gait belt on your body at all times. Have your patient sit forward. You don't want to ever just pull the belt off. You want to take skin with you, so have them lean forward. Okay. That one's gone. So now go ahead and put your patient's feet on the footrest. Be careful of the side on the bed. I'm going to bring this one around. And coincidentally, in long-term care facilities, there are no side rails on the beds anymore, so you probably don't have that problem. Now you go ahead and unlock the chair. Otherwise, it's considered a restraint, and your patient should be able to move around as much as they want to. And you go ahead and hand her a call light. Here's your call light. It's going to make your bed back up for you. Usually the resident's going to be up and about. They're going to go to activities. They're going to go to meals. We're going to put the head of your bed back down for you. Okay. Straight. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side of the bed and remove the privacy. And then, okay, privacy is removed. The wheelchair is unlocked. Is there anything I can do for you before I go?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to wash my hands, simulate it for state, document the procedure, and the skill is complete. Okay, so when we set up the wheelchair, you find the lever that swings the footrest around. So on this one, it works like this. You kind of lift the lever, you swing the legs around. That way you don't hit your patient's legs. Swing that around, make sure the footrests are up. And then you lock the wheelchair. This particular wheelchair works differently. You lock it in the back. You just kind of push the lever back and forth and you lock it. Some of them have locks on the side, some in the back. Just make sure you lock and then you swing the legs around. I just want to show you how the lock works on this particular bed. It's down there by the wheel. You flip it up or down. So it depends on how that particular bed works. So just make sure you know how the bed that you're using works. You know how to lock it.